Sup nerds, today we have Leviamon versus Heavy Leo. I won the double, so I'm going first. I hatched Dimimera, Evo into Gizamon, and then hard pass. And we'll hatch his Freemon, Evo's into a Leomon. I have a Syakomon in my hand, but if I played it to pass turn, I would just have to discard a card, so that's why I hard passed. And he Evos into Leo for 2. And then plays a Leomon for 3. Gets to take a little peek skis in security. He does have to reveal. There we go. Adds a Bancho. Then I promote and swing on him. And I die, so I get to discard a level 5 or higher to draw 2 cards. I discard Chaos Mode, draw 2. And I just play Psychmon and choke him to 1. It doesn't do anything to that deck besides interact with the Leopard X if they're playing it. But it puts something on my field and gives him the fewest amount of memory. So he swings Leo, draws from free, triggers Leo's effects, Evos into a Loader for 2 memory. Minus his 3k on the Psych and kills it, and then survives the check. And then it's my turn. I hatch my Demimeramon. Evo into Gizamon again. And then I Evo into Octo and Raising for 2. Choke roll to 1. He hatches his Freemon. Evo's into Elecmon. I'm a little bit on the back foot here. He opened up quicker than I did, unfortunately. He swings with Loader, draws from Freemon, it dies, gets to Fortitude it back out. Seems good. Then Evo's into Leo for 2 to choke me to 1 again. And then I Evo into Drago to set him to 2. Promotes as Elecmon. I have a Levi in my hand, so my intention is to promote and then just hard Evo into Levi. So he swings Loader, it survives. Evo's into Leo for 2. Swing Security, draws from Freemon, triggers Leo's effect. Evo's into Panjamon for 2 memory. Checks a Levi X and it dies, and he does not have Fortitude, thankfully. So I promote my Drago. And now there's no live Fortitude on his field, and I'm just double checking just to make sure. So Evo into Levi for 5, pop, gain 2 memory, and choke him to 1. So he hatches his Freemon. Evo's into a Lek. Now what's cool is if he plays something by effect, I have a Levi X live in my trash. Then he Evo's into Leo to choke me to 1. I hatch my Demimera. Evo into Syakomon. I swing with Levi for 2 checks at 13. Check a Final Zubagon Punch and a Leomon. And then I play a Syakomon, triggers effect to discard a card. I discard 7th Lightning. That way I have the full wombo if he triggers Fortitude. So Will swings into my Leviamon, draws from Freemon, and then triggers the effect. Evo's into Loader for 2. So minus is 3k, and then it dies. De-evos me by 2, plays the Loader back, minuses by another 3k, and that finishes off my Octo. Sad. I trigger the Demimera, discard Warrior Sieger to draw 2 cards. So Will Evos into Bancho for 3, suspends my Syakomon, and then minuses, I believe, 4k on it, kills it. I promote my Syakomon. And then I Dead or Alive for 8 memory, play back the Chaos Mode, and Chaos Mode blows up the Bancho and sets him to 5. Will forgets to draw for turn. I missed it, so I didn't get a chance to say it. He hard plays Leviamon Ace, suspends and bot decks my Syakomon. And then Heaven's Judgments for 7, minus is 12k on my Chaos Mode to finish it off. Gives me 6 memory, which is very nice. I hatch my Demimeramon. Evo into Syako. I play Binding Crush for 8 memory. Discard Leviamon, blow up the Leviamon Ace, gain back 3 from Ace Overflow, and then Evo into Octo to choke Will to 1. So he hatches his Freemon, Evo's into Elecmon. Then Evo's into Leo for 2 to choke me to 1. I promote my Octo, Evo Ninjago for 3. Before I draw, I realize I should have activated X Antibody first. So then I activate X Antibody and then Evo Ninjago for 3. He gets to play level 4 or lower from his trash suspended. Doesn't get its on play. And because he did that, I get to play a level 4 or level 3 or lower, and I get my on play. I play Digimon, give his Leviamon on deletion, lose 1 memory. I gain 2 memory from Digimon being played by an effect on his side of the field. Trigger Biting Crush. Play Levia for free. Levia pops the Leviamon, and then I gain a memory from Levia effect and a memory from the Digimon effect that I put on the Leviamon. I could evo into Levia X in my trash for free, but I wanted to save that for his Fortitude play on his next turn, assuming he can Fortitude or triggers it. And that is play Digimon 2 Choke into 1. So now I have 2 bodies for the Levia X coming out. So he can't out my Levia X play with a Heavy Leo. And he only has 1 memory, so. He swings security, draws from Fremon, and no effect on Leo, it survives. I think he ran out of level 5s. And then just plays a Taiga to pass turn. I draw for turn. I swing over him for 7, gain a memory off Leviamon, and he de-evos my Drago with his Inheritable. Then I swing with Levia for 13, 2 checks, and then swing for game. So we do take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in my Leviamon X deck profile, the link will be in the pinned comment below. Also, if you're interested in a HeavyLeomon deck profile, the link will be in the pinned comment below as well. All right, and Will goes first for game 2, hatches Fremon, evos into Leomon. And then plays Green Memory Boost, Scourges top 4, adds the Heavy Boy. Hatch my Dimimera. Evo into Siako for 0. And then I just play double Rookie to set him to 3. Psychmon and a Gizamon. He promotes. Evos into Arbormon for 2. Pops the Mim Boost, goes back to 3. Evos into Grap for 3. And bot decks my Gizamon. Then evos into the Heavy Boy for 4 and bot decks my Psychmon. Feels bad. Should have just hard passed. LOL. So I promote, swing on him. He dies. I get to trigger the Dimimera deletion, discard Levia X, draw 2 cards. So I currently have access to a play that I can do, which I think is really funny. So I hard play Levia X for 13, give him 9, pop his Heavy Leo. His Heavy Leo comes back out. And because he did that, I can trigger the Levia X in my trash. Unfortunately, the Heavy Leo dodges the Levia X protection. If I had the full combo of 7th Lightning in my trash, I could have just cleared the Heavy Leo. Because I didn't have it, I decided to not trigger the Levia X. That way, if he tucks X Antibody and triggers it, I can evo into Levia X. So he hatches, evos into Leomon. So Will evos for 6 into Quartzmon. Suspends my Leviamon. Evos into Leo for 2 and raising. And I think Will just forgets that his Heavy Leo was played at the end of my turn, not on his turn. Because he plays this turn as if he doesn't have the ability to swing over my Leviamon. And so he just agility trainings for 2. Then I hatch my Dimimeramon. I evo into Gizamon. And unfortunately for Will, I have the immediate out to his Quartzmon. Hard evo into Levia X for 2, blow up the Quartz. Then just evo into Porcupine and raising, set him to 2. So he promotes. If Will had realized in the moment that he could have just swung over my Leviamon, it would have been a lot harder for me to out it. So he pops agility, evos into Loader for 2. Minus his 3k on my Levia X. Then he flashy boss punches me for 8 and minuses another 12k on my Levia X, which unfortunately does kill it. I asked him if he wants to then attack since it is an optional thing. He does, swings, draws from Fremon, dies, triggers Fortitude, gets to come back. Not too bad. So I promote, activate X Antibody, Evo into Drago. He has to play a level 4 or lower from his trash suspended, doesn't get its on play. Plays the Leviamon. Because he did that, I gain a memory from my inheritable, and then I get to play Syakomon, draw 2, trash 1. Trash the 7th Lightning. And because he did that, I get to trigger Levi X's effect. Evo from my trash for free. I get to delete level 3, 5, and 7. Pop the loader, trigger 7th Lightning, pop the Leo. Seems good. Swing 14, 3 checks. 1, 2, and 3. We are Gucci. That was a pretty rough turn. And we're not even done. I still have 5 memory. And then I just activate Biting Crush and discard a Leviamon just to have it set up in case he tries to pop off on me. So he hatches Fremon, evos into Elecmon. Plays Leomon, gets to take a little pixie to get security. And then Heaven's Judgments, my Leviamon X, minuses it by 18k and unfortunately killing it. And then I don't trigger the Demimeramon on deletion. Hatch Demimera. Evo into Syako and Raising. Evo into Porcupine for 2. Evo into Drago for 3. Now Will has to play a Digimon from his trash suspended, level 4 or lower. Doesn't get its on play. Plays a Leomon. I get a memory off Syako Inheritable, then trigger my Drago. Play Gizamon. Give the suspended Digimon on deletion, lose 1 memory. Trigger Biting Crush. Play a Leviamon. Leviamon, blow up the Leomon. Gain 2 memory, then trigger Levi X. I'm a little sad that I can't pop his Tamer since now I have more stuff than him. So I Evo into Levi X for free. Pop the Leomon. Just dug in all over Will. Then I swing 7k Dragomon. Die. Evo into Porcupine for 2. And then Evo into Drago for 3. And I just Evo into Eismon for 2 just to give Will the least amount of memory as possible. Alright, so we'll promote to Elecmon. Evo's into Leo for 2. Swing security, draw some Fremon, triggers Leomon's effect and Taiga's effect to Evo into Grap for 1 memory. I mishear Will, and he actually is supposed to bot deck my Eismon, so that is a chat. I misheard him. I thought he said de-digivolve. But obviously he can't stop me from lethaling him. He's passing turn on that turn. So we do take the match 2-0. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.